Have you ever wondered what truths lie behind the fascinating tales of Greek mythology? This ancient lore is a treasure trove of captivating stories, each one teeming with gods, heroes, and monsters. It's a rich tapestry that has captivated us for centuries, and today we'll explore two of its most intriguing tales. The tragic metamorphosis of Medusa, a beauty-turned-beast, and King Midas, the man with the golden touch. Prepare to delve deep into the world of Greek mythology as we unravel the tales of Medusa and King Midas. In the annals of Greek mythology, few figures are as compelling or as misunderstood as Medusa. Her tale begins as a beautiful priestess of Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare. But her life took a tragic turn when she was transformed into a hideous creature by Athena herself. What was her crime, you ask? She dared to break her vow of celibacy and fell victim to the advances of the roguish Poseidon, the god of the sea. Enraged at this sacrilege in her temple, Athena cursed Medusa, turning her into a Gorgon, a monstrous being with snakes for hair and a visage so terrifying that one look would turn a person to stone. In her new form, Medusa was banished to the ends of the earth, to an island where no mortal dared to tread. Here she lived in solitude, her only companions the hissing snakes that crowned her head. Her once enchanting beauty was replaced with a face that inspired dread and despair. Her gaze, once full of warmth, now held a terrible power, the ability to petrify anyone who dared to meet her eyes. But even in her monstrous form, Medusa couldn't escape the machinations of the gods. When the hero Perseus was tasked with bringing back the head of a Gorgon, it was Medusa he was sent to slay. Armed with gifts from the gods, a mirrored shield from Athena, a sickle from Hermes, and a helm of invisibility from Hades, Perseus set off on his quest. In the end, it was Medusa's own deadly gaze that led to her downfall. Using his mirrored shield to avoid looking directly at her, Perseus managed to decapitate Medusa, ending her tragic existence. Her head, still potent with the power to turn people into stone, became a symbol of protection, used by Perseus and later Athena to ward off enemies. Thus ends the tragic tale of Medusa, a figure of dread and fascination in equal measure. But what does Medusa's story signify in the grand scheme of Greek mythology? Medusa's tale is a powerful narrative that explores themes of punishment, transformation, and power. Her transformation from a beautiful maiden to a monstrous Gorgon, as a form of divine punishment, underscores the severity of the Greek god's wrath. Yet in her monstrous form, Medusa wields a terrifying power, the ability to turn anyone who gazes upon her to stone. This power, while terrifying, is also a symbol of her own victimhood, a constant reminder of the punishment she endures. Over the centuries, interpretations of Medusa's story have varied. Some view her as a symbol of female empowerment, others as a cautionary tale of the consequences of crossing the gods. Her image has permeated popular culture, appearing in everything from classic art to modern film and literature. And so, Medusa remains a potent symbol in Greek mythology, representing a complex interplay of fear, power, and transformation. From a figure of fear, we now turn to a tale of greed and consequence, the story of King Midas. King Midas was a ruler of great fortune, yet his heart yearned for more. Legend has it that one day Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry, offered Midas a wish as a token of gratitude for his hospitality. Midas, blinded by his desires, wished for the power to turn everything he touched into gold. Dionysus, although hesitant, granted Midas his wish. At first, Midas reveled in his newfound ability, transforming everything around him into precious gold. His joy, however, was short-lived. As Midas sat down to eat, he realized the downside of his wish. His food and wine turned to gold the moment he touched them. His once enviable power had turned into a curse, leaving him starving and thirsty amidst his golden treasures. The true gravity of his wish hit him when his beloved daughter rushed to comfort him. As Midas hugged her, she too turned into a lifeless golden statue. His heart filled with despair, Midas finally understood the disastrous consequences of his greed. In his desperation, he pleaded with Dionysus to take back his golden touch. Dionysus, moved by Midas's remorse, agreed to reverse the wish. He instructed Midas to wash in the river Pactolus to shed his golden touch, and to his relief, it worked. His daughter was restored to life, and Midas could once again enjoy the simple pleasures of food and drink. The tale of King Midas serves as a powerful reminder of the perils of unchecked desires. It tells us that wealth and material possessions, though alluring, are not the be-all and end-all of life. The story of King Midas is a timeless lesson in understanding the true value of what we have and the importance of cherishing our loved ones. And so King Midas learned the hard way that not all that glitters is gold. The tale of King Midas is a stark reminder of the perils of greed. It teaches us that excessive desire for material wealth can lead to our downfall, a message that is as relevant today as it was in ancient times. But the story also speaks to the theme of consequence. King Midas had to face the repercussions of his actions, a lesson that encourages us to consider the potential outcomes before making decisions. Lastly, the tale of King Midas imparts wisdom about the true value of what we hold dear. King Midas, in his quest for gold, lost sight of what was truly important, his family and his humanity. It took the loss of his daughter, turned to gold by his own hand, for him to realize his error. Greek mythology, with its intricate tales and complex characters, never ceases to captivate. Today, we journeyed through the stories of Medusa and King Midas, two figures of significance, each bearing timeless lessons. As we journey through these ancient tales, we discover not just the richness of Greek mythology, but also timeless lessons relevant to our own lives.
Thanks for watching. If you like it, share it with a friend, and definitely think about subscribing for more content like this. Peace.